Welcome back everybody. Today I am going to go ahead and instruct you. I will show you how to change the ownership of the file from one user to another or from one group to another. Anyway, I have already explained that this first part is actually the username of the user who owns the file, and this is actually the name of the group that owns the file as well, to which the file belongs. Anyway, these things you will frequently need to change. Well, not in this, well, later on in this particular system we will do this in more detail. We will mention it more, but there is really nothing to it. We will mention it when we get into user creation and user management. But for the time being, I mean, the principle will remain the same. There is nothing fundamentally different that I will do with this particular command. It's very similar to chmod. If I type in chmod, this one is simply chown. So who owns a particular file somewhere or a set of files. Here, if I just show you the -- help menu, oops, come on. At the very top, you can see usage. So it's chown, then the owner, the group, and then the file. Keep in mind that this file can actually be a path to a file, not the doesn't need to be necessarily the file itself, rather instead it can be the path. So you can change the ownership from anywhere on the system without any sort of problems of whatsoever. Verbose is also not bad to use. That can give you a bit of extra information. And down here, I'm sure that we have recursive. Excellent. So we have also recursive, operate on files and directories recursively. This is pretty much the same as in mod, primarily because it does the same thing for every for the subfolders and the files within those folders, no problem. Okay, so there are some other there's this one which is very nice as well. It says change the owner and or group of each file only if its current owner and or group match these specific yeah, it says something out there. Match those specified here, I guess. I'm missing one letter there, but doesn't matter. Either may be omitted, in which case a match is not required for the omitted attribute. So this is very nice if you want to like do changes on particular things and leave other things untouched. But generally what you will be using is a very simple version of the command. One of the most used arguments here will of course be verbose and recursive. You can also get the version text if you want. General, also one more of those general things, -- version, and this is pretty much unique. I wouldn't say same, but generally the same for all the programs out there running in Linux that you can operate in terminal. Very important thing, this version, primarily because if you have a bug, if something's not working out, you need to go out onto the net and see solutions related to your particular version and not to something else. Anyway, let's just go ahead and see how this works. So let's ll test. Excellent. So test is owned by random guy and by group random guy. I need to change to root because the only other user that I have on the system is actually root. So su, well, technically not that correct, but I have root and I have random guy. Test. Although I do have other user groups, primarily because the system generates them as well. Anyway, let's just go ahead and type in chown and I say root and then I say file. So test 1 2 3, press enter. If I type in ll test 1 2 3, there we go. You can see that no longer is the random guy the owner of this file. Rather instead, now root is the owner of this file. But wait, we still have the group. So whatever rules apply here to the group pretty much anybody belonging to this group will have the same permissions as the group for this particular file. So we do need to change that as well. We need to type in ch own, and look, now you need to type in root, then the name of your group, but first colon, and then type in the name of the group, which is basically root for root, space, name of the file, test123, press enter. Simple as that. You get the result, and I type in ll test123, and there we go. Now I have successfully changed the ownership of a file to the user group, to the user root, and to the group root as well. Sorry, I got confused there a little bit. Anyway, this functions in the same way that the chmod does, so you can just pass in the arguments here, r, or I don't know, I've already showed you the r, let's try with the verbose thing. Excellent, so nothing has changed. It says ownership of test123 retained as root. Okay, let's play around with it. Let's see what's gonna say next. But first, let's just clear the screen a little bit. Okay, so ch own. Now I shall show you something. So, never mind. Actually, we could do it like this, and then we're gonna do the ch own thing. Excellent. So here we go. Let's delete this and type in random guy colon random guy. Excellent. And now we want to pass in the argument verbose. So it actually tells us what it is doing. I mean, for just one file like this, sometimes it makes sense, sometimes it doesn't. Most of the time it wouldn't. But when you have, I don't know, like 50 files, something like that, you definitely want to have that verbose output. I mean, you're not going to skim through every single one of those lines, but you know, they're going to be keep popping. They're going to keep popping in your terminal, and you're going to be looking at them, and they'll generally be exactly the same lines. If there's an anomaly somewhere, I mean, 90% of the time, there is some sort of a problem there. So let's say that I press this. It says change the ownership of test123 from root user to and root group to random guy and random guy. Very simple. And if I type in ll test123, press enter. Once again, you can see that we have managed to successfully change from root to random guy. You can have pretty much as many groups or as many users as you wish, as many as your system can physically support. And these sort of information can be seen in a file. So how many users you have, which users you have, how are they configured, how many groups do you have, etc. But those things are found in etc, in passwd and etc shadow. We're not going to do that for the time being. If I show you the files, they would mainly serve the purpose of confusion because there's a lot of stuff there aside from the usernames. But I don't want you to worry about it. We will deal with it in due time. For the time being, I just want you to know that there is a file that lists all the users, and there is another one which lists all the groups without any problems of whatsoever. Anyway, I would like to bid you all farewell, and I sincerely hope that I shall see you in the follow-up tutorial.